As presented in Table 13, the frequency and percentage distribution of factors affecting job performance in terms of their work surface, 34 or 45.3% responded yes, and 41 or 54.7% responded no. In Table 14, showed the frequency and percentage distribution of the factors affecting job performance in terms of the use of aids. It showed that 12 or 16% responded yes, while 63 or 84% responded no. And in Table 15, as presented, it showed the mean and standard deviation of well-being in terms of PERMA and as a whole. For positive emotion, the level of well-being of dressmakers in terms of this was very satisfied, with a mean of 8.67 and standard deviation of 1.9. Next was engagement, and the level of well-being was very satisfied, with a mean of 8.27 and standard deviation of 2.19. Then for relationships, their level of well-being was satisfied with a mean of 7.46 and standard deviation of 3.12. For meaning, their level of well-being was very satisfied with a mean of 8.58 and standard deviation of 2.13. And for the accomplishment, their level of well-being was very satisfied, also with a mean of 8.52, standard deviation of 1.98. And lastly, when the categories in PERMA were taken as a whole, the level of their well-being for PERMA was very satisfied, with a mean of 8.30 and standard deviation of 2.28. Table 16 presented the significant difference between the level of well-being of the dressmakers in terms of PERMA when grouped according to their sex. Using independent sample t-test, it showed that for positive emotion, it is a p-value of 0.175, and when compared to significance level of p-value of 0.05, it was greater than, which means that there was no significant difference between the dressmakers' positive emotion and their sex. For engagement is a p-value of 0.566, which was greater than the significant b-value of 0.05 and interpreted as no significant difference. Then, for relationship and sex, there was no significant difference since its p-value was 0.917, which was greater than the significant level of 0.05. For meaning and sex of the dressmakers, it was also no significant difference since its p-value was 0.16 and it was greater than the significant level of 0.05. Lastly, for the accomplishments and sex, there was also no significant difference since its p-value was 0.133, which was greater than the significant level of 0.05. In Table 17 showed the result for the significant difference of the level of well-being of dressmakers in terms of PERMA when grouped according to their age using one-way ANOVA. With a degree of freedom in between group of 3 and within group of 71, it showed that positive emotion and the age have a significant difference since its p-value of 0.013 was less than its significant level of 0.05. For engagement and age, there was a significant difference also because its p-value of 0.004 was less than the significant level of 0.05. Then for relationship and age, there was no significant difference since its p-value of 0.935 was greater than the significant level of 0.05. Next, for the meaning and age, there was a significant difference since its p-value of 0.001 was less than the significant level of 0.05. And lastly was between accomplishment and age, there was significant difference since its p-value of 0.029 was less than the significant level of 0.05. And according to Table 18, it showed that the significant difference in the level of well-being of dressmakers in terms of PERMA when grouped according to their work experience, based from the result with a degree of freedom of 2 from between groups and 72 from within groups. It showed that between positive emotion or work experience, it had a significant difference since its p-value of 0.042 was less than the significant level of 0.05. And for engagement and work experience, there was no significant difference since its p-value of 0.32 was greater than the significant level of 0.05. Next is for the relationship and work experience. There was also no significant difference since its p-value was 0.597 and was greater than the significant level of 0.05. Then for the significant difference between meaning and work experience, there was a significant difference since its p-value was 0.005 and was less than the significant value of 0.05. Lastly was the accomplishment and work experience. There was no significant difference since its p-value of 0.08 was greater than the significant value of 0.05.